Hello YouTube, my name is Nick, and today I have a game of Domination on Stockpile, which is one of the maps from the new map pack. I'm using a silenced galil with scavenger, sleight of hand, and hacker, and some pretty standard stuff here. Nothing too special. So this is the first video I've uploaded on this map, and it, in my opinion, is quite similar to Storm from Modern Warfare 2. I think it was the second map pack. And these people are placing tactical inserts and dying lots. But anyways, B's in the middle here in a building. And the interesting part about this building is that there are two doors to it that you can open by pressing. There's like a panel that you have to run up and press X to get the door to open, and then it opens for like 3 seconds and closes. So it's kind of interesting. You got to open that door, but it makes a noise when it opens, kind of like the whole elevator and hotel thing, with the dinging. So when you, I think it just made the noise there. You saw the door open. It lets everyone know that the door is opening. So you can either open the door and run right in, just hoping, I guess, that the enemy does not notice that you're coming in, or that there was no one near the door when it opened. Or you could open the door and run around, and the enemy would be assuming that there's somebody coming through the door that just opened, while really you're running around shooting them while they're distracted, I guess. So you could do it either way. I think it's kind of interesting. So I don't know, there's something about snowy maps that just causes me to want to use a silencer, except for WMD. But yeah, I don't know, I like using a silencer on this map. It might just be that I don't know the map and I don't want people shooting me in the back. But for now, I'm liking a silencer on this map. This is an epic fail here. I kind of was assuming he was sitting in the corner on top of his tactical insertion, and he was sitting beside his tactical insertion. A huge error in judgment on my part, and it earned me a nice death. But anyways, as you can see, there's plenty of ways into this building. I think there's like 4 or 5 ways to get in, and there's the B flag in there, and the A flag is to my right now. It's got a nice little roof, makes it a bit harder to nade, and yeah. So today was actually using Ninja, and this game has gone through a lot of updates for Ninja. I'm trying to make it useful, and there's a guy sitting in the corner here. I think he's like making a sandwich or something. But yeah, there's been a lot of I can't continue my sentence because people keep dropping tactical insertions as they run. But there's been a lot of updates for Ninja to try and make it useful, because when the game first came out, Ninja essentially did nothing. You already could not hear your footsteps at all in any manner. So Ninja was essentially absolutely useless, and eventually they made a couple changes to make it so that you could actually hear footsteps when you had Ninja Pro, and people didn't have Ninja, and you could do it, but you could only hear footsteps when somebody was within 5 feet of you. So it was kind of useless. Like, I don't know, by the time they're 5 feet away from you, they probably already see you, and if you don't see them, then you're probably dead. So it was pretty much useless. But lately I've been noticing every now and then I'll hear footsteps, and it's kind of helpful. Like, I don't use Ninja, but I tried it out a bit today. I threw it on a class, and I don't think I ever actually got a kill because I heard somebody, or like it saved my life, and I ran into like 4 or 5 claymores. So I pretty much determined that hacker is a much better option, because not only do I know where claymores and motion sensors are, but it also tells me where the enemy is sometimes. So it prevents me from dying from claymores, and it will kind of tell me where people are in certain situations. So I think that's better. I don't know, I haven't really tried Ninja Pro yet. That might actually be a useful perk, but just the way the game works, like it made footsteps louder, but they never increase the range that you can hear footsteps. So like when you can only hear footsteps, 10 feet away, that's not really helpful. Like in Modern Warfare 2, 50 feet maybe you could hear footsteps, and that was really like fantastic. It was definitely the easiest game for sound whoring, but in this game it's just like, I don't know, a lot more difficult to hear footsteps. So Ninja's kind of like a perk you don't see used often. Hacker Pro like allows you to avoid motion sensors and drives me insane, but that's the perk that really bothers me now. I use Hacker. I never actually have Hacker Pro because I don't like claymores, but it just drives me insane when there's just even one guy on the other team who has Hacker Pro, and I'll place my motion sensors down and he knows he can avoid them, so he always just comes up and kills me, and it's just really bothersome because when you get that motion sensor put down, you almost like expect just everyone to show up on it. It's kind of like your guaranteed UAV, and when it doesn't work, it's just really frustrating. But I'm not really complaining about the perk. Like, it's a perfectly fair perk. It's just really bothersome. I don't know, it bothers me. And lately I've been not using the FAMAS anymore. Like I wasn't using it very much for the past like 4 or 5 prestiges anyways, but I've like actually took it off. Like I always had one FAMAS class, like I had a Ghost dual mag FAMAS, and that is pretty much the best class in the game. Like if you're trying to do good, you use that class, and it's kind of cheap just because Ghost is a little bit of a newbie perk, and the FAMAS is the best weapon in the game. Not by a whole lot, but by enough. It's not like, I don't know, it's not like super overpowered, but I definitely say it's better than any other gun. There's no gun that is as good as it. That being said, you can still kill people who have the FAMAS. You can do better than people who have the FAMAS. You can outgun the FAMAS. It's just a little bit harder to do. The galil is a very good gun, and I like using it. It's got a lot of advantages, but there's just something about the FAMAS that makes it just so powerful and accurate, and it kills so quickly. So yeah, the FAMAS is definitely a very powerful gun, and that guy's claymore didn't disappear. I'm pretty sure their claymore does not disappear until they finish watching the kill cam. So if they watch the kill cam, then their claymore won't disappear. And at this time, this guy got beat. I always try and nade it, and it just never works. They always stand against that edge. So I killed him, and since it was essentially my fault we lost B, I went and I jumped on it and capped it, and it got me a death. But I kind of felt bad. I should have jumped down earlier, and I probably would have survived if I had just killed him right away. But I guess you really never know. I was hoping the Semtex would get him, so I wouldn't have to risk myself, because there's just I think there's 4 or 5, 6 direct viewpoints to B. So I really don't like going down there because you die really quickly. I try and avoid that. There's just certain flags that are difficult to capture because of that. So yeah. Anyways, the map pack is kind of growing on me. I really didn't like it at first, but the maps are okay. I really just don't think Treyarch is as good as Infinity Ward was back in their prime before they fell apart. But the maps are good, but I don't know. I think they still need. They could do a couple things better. I'm starting to learn them a bit more, and Convoy, I'm actually really liking that map. It's the one map I haven't played yet, but essentially it's a big highway, and you can go under the highway. In the very center of the highway is the B flag, and there's like 2 towers that overlook the B flag, so you can like stand there, and B is almost impossible to capture. But I don't know, it's kind of an interesting map. I just think it's pretty cool. I'm not really sure it's a great map, but it's just kind of interesting for now. So yeah, I don't know. I haven't really decided my overall opinion on the map pack yet. Um, it's I don't know. I'm enjoying it because it's just something different. But I don't know. It seems almost like the people who bought the map pack right away are usually a lot better. The people who are like more dedicated to the game and play more buy the map pack the first day. So there was a lot of like tryhards, and the lobbies were really difficult to play in just because of how many people were using Ghost. Like this game wasn't too bad, but most of the games I've had before this, I'd say 5 out of 6 players on every team are using Ghost. So you know, it's just really frustrating because they all have Ghost and Spy planes, so it's like double standard. So you can't really do anything. Anyways, I think I went 49-4. So thumbs up if you enjoyed, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.